Paka! Welcome to episode 17. Scooting back a little bit so that way y'all don't see my face the whole time. I'll let y'all see the whole body shebang. You feel me? Well, anyways, we will be talking mainly about the World Series and, of course, the football picks. And we'll be just looking at what the first month of picks look like for everybody that will leave in comments. Because I did look and I did notice that some of y'all were leaving comments. And you know what? That's my fault for not noticing them. But I noticed them now and I got them all written down, so we will discuss those later. I do want to touch a little bit of base on the abilities expo that is coming up. We will be talking about it later on in upcoming episodes. I know I did say we might have somebody talking with me in this episode about it, but we're going to just push that for the next episode to make the next episode a little bit more spicy and more better. But the Abilities Expo is still on for March. We are getting our own booth. It is official. All the paperwork is in. We are getting our own booth for what Mr. Wills thinks. It's going to be awesome. You guys will know more about it in the upcoming episodes, so please stay patient with me. But I wanted to discuss the World Series. The Fall Classic is here. Of course, lots of Dodger fans are upset because the Houston Astros are in it, and they hate the Houston Astros. It's okay. My Giants didn't make the playoffs, so, little tear, sad emoji face. But the Houston Astros are going against the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia, what a sports town they're having this year, right? The Eagles are undefeated, but then they got their baseball team in the World Series. That's awesome. Right now, the series is, at this moment, it is tied 1-1. I know Game 3 was postponed the other night. They will be playing Game 3, or should have already been played. And Game 3, Game 4, and Game 5 will be played in Philadelphia. The next 3 games will be played in Philadelphia. I know the series is tied 1-1. We are going to see what's going to happen in this October's Fall Classic. Well, October's gone. It's November now, people. It is November now. So that means it's a new month. So, as I said before, we're going to look back at the first month of the picks from weeks 3 through 6. And so, we have Bonnie, who did her only pick with the Cowboys on, I believe it was like week 3. That's her record. She's at 1-0. Then you have Gilbert, who tried to go head-to-head with me, and I believe it was in week 6 he tried to go head-to-head with me. He finished with the record of 8-6 right there. And then I looked back and I found the comment, Mr. Grant Johnson, in week 4. He actually picked 6 teams. 6 teams he picked. And I looked back and I went back, and why, by God, good God Almighty, Grant Johnson went 6-0 that week. A perfect 6-0. I told you I will keep track. That is my bad for not looking, but I'm going to be looking even more. Yes, he went 6-0 perfectly. My first month, going week 3 to week 6, this is what my record looked like. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm 2 games over 500, and you know what? I'll take that. That's decent. For that many games, picking that many games, that's what, 62 games that I picked? That's nice. I've won a little bit over half of them. That's great. That's awesome. We will, in a couple of weeks, we will put up month 2 to keep track. I'm going to keep track, see how I do the whole year. I know I started late, started in week 3, but it's okay. Anyways, week 8 was here last week, and this was my record in week 8. I didn't do too shabby. I stayed under 1 game under 500. And my thing, I want to at least be at 500 or better. So that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened in week 8. We went 7-8. Hopefully we can do a little bit better in week 9. We'll see how we do. Week 8 had a lot of upsets. I didn't want to talk about this game, but we will move on. You feel me? Week 9. Hit the music, my boy. Week 9. Boom. In week 9, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Ooh, they're opening up Thursday night football against the Houston Texans. They're in Houston. I got Philly though. Philly's gonna finish the 8-0. If Houston beats them, wow, but I don't see it. Philly's going. Then you got my Vegas Raiders going up against Jacksonville Jaguars. You already know. I ain't gotta say nothing. I believe in this. Then you got the Buffalo Bills going up against the New York Jets. This is gonna be a tough game, but I got the Bills going. I can see them finishing up 7-1. They only got one loss this whole season. Then you got the LA Chargers versus the Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna jump on the Falcons this one. I'm getting on it. I want to see if Marcus Mariota, the ex-Raider right there, he's looking not too shabby. He has his team at 500. That's not bad. Then you got the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. I'm going with New England because New England's at home and they're sitting at a perfect 500 at 4-4 also. Then we have the Miami Dolphins versus the Chicago Bears in Chicago. I got Miami though. I like this quarterback, the Tua Tagovailoa guy. He's pretty damn good. Yeah, now then we got the Green Bay Packers versus the Detroit Lions. I'm giving them one more chance. That's it. If you don't do this, Green Bay, I can't pick you for the rest of the year. So I'm picking Green Bay one more time. That's it. Don't let me down. Come on. We have the Carolina Panthers going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. We had a tough Monday night last week, but I'm going to stick with Cincinnati. Mr. Cool Joe Burrow, he can do his thing against the Panthers. Then you have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Washington Commanders. I'm going to have to go with Minnesota because they look like one of the hottest teams right now in the NFL, even though Washington's at home. Then we have the Seattle Seahawks versus Arizona. Seattle, wow, that is a surprising team to me this year. They're sitting at 5-3. They just beat who did they beat last week? Oh, excuse me. They just beat the New York Giants, who were 6-1, and they beat them. Now the Seattle Seahawks sit at 5-3. I'm going with Seattle, even though Arizona's at home. Seattle's looking like a tough team right now. Then you have the LA Rams versus the Tampa Bay Bucks. Man, I'm going with the Rams on this one. I think Brady's in a little slump right now until everything gets final with him and Giselle. And then you have the Tennessee Titans against the Kansas City Chiefs. I see this as a little hashtag mark for them. This is my game of the week. The Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs are both 5-2. They're playing at KC this week. But I'm going with Tennessee Titans. Sorry, Chiefs fans. You can boo me all you want. That's what you do to Raider fans anyways. So do it. And then, that's the Sunday night game. Then you have Monday Night Football. Monday night you have the Baltimore Ravens versus the New Orleans Saints. They did not look that bad against my Raiders. The Saints did not look that bad. Andy Dalton and Alvin Kamara, they did pretty damn good. But I'm going to have to go with Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens on Monday night. I could see them upsetting them. It's going to be a great game on that night also, but Baltimore will come back up. These are all the picks on the screen that I think are going to win this week. And you know what? I want to be put on the screen if you can do it. I want a little highlight of what I do in FIFA. I do what it's called in America a bicycle kick, but my producer calls it a chinalito or something like that. It's awesome. I hope he gets a clip up here so you guys can see. Yes, I do it in a video game, but it's still hard to do in a game. I want to see you do it, and I want to see you score off of it. Shout out to Lone Fracto for the great crossing pass. It just made me look like an all-star when I finished it. Put it on the screen. Let's see, and if you showed it, let's show it again. Look. What shot! You know what? I did that because I want to remind you guys that I'm a video gamer. Just like the great Xavier Woods. We play video games and then we give you content after. MJ wanted to get up here and say hello, Booty. Good night, MJ. MJ saying good night, and I'm saying I love y'all. Like and subscribe. Comment. Let me know who you think is gonna win this week. And you know what? I love you and rock chalk. That's right.